In the origins of the world, God created angels, beings of light and love who served him with devotion. The angels were a vast and diverse creation with different forms and functions. Among them was a group of angels called Grigori, meaning watchers or guardians. These were angels of impressive stature and presence. The Grigori were beings of incredible beauty and power. They had wings, and their skin glowed with a heavenly light. They were skilled in martial arts and weaponry and were capable of flight. The Grigori were also very wise beings. They had a profound knowledge of God's law and were endowed with great insight. The Grigori were able to see the future and were able to help humans avoid danger. These celestial beings possess vast wisdom and formidable power. Their main task, assigned by divine authority, was to observe the emerging humanity and subtly guide it towards a path of growth and development. They were not mere spectators but guardians who watched over the welfare of the earthly creation. Unlike other angels, the Grigori had a unique connection to earth. They were allowed to reside on high, near the boundary between heaven and earth, which gave them a clear view of human activities. From their elevated position, they contemplated the lives of men and women, their struggles and triumphs, their joys and sorrows. This close observation created a special bond between them and human beings. The relationship between the Grigori and humanity was special. As humans advanced their understanding of the world, the Grigori imparted subtle knowledge, inspiring discoveries and enlightenment. Through dreams, signs, and omens, they influenced the course of human history, though always in a way that respected the free will of mortals. At this time, the Grigori were respected and, in some cases, revered by those on earth who were aware of their presence. They were seen as celestial protectors, beings of great power and wisdom who watched over the world's welfare. Their presence was a mystery, an enigma that inspired wonder and reflection. The angels assigned to watch over humanity from their abode in the heavens, the Grigori fulfilled their mission with diligence. However, unchanging and serene, their existence was about to face a profound transformation. With their vitality and beauty, the daughters of men attracted the attention of some of these watchful angels. These celestial beings, accustomed to passive contemplation, found in humans a spark that awakened in them an unknown fascination. Day after day, their curiosity grew, fueled by observing human joys, sorrows, and passions. Eventually, the attraction became something more powerful, a force that surpassed their heavenly duty. This fascination gradually transformed into a deep longing. The Grigori, whose existence had hitherto been purely spiritual and detached from human trivialities, began to feel an unexpected attraction to the women of earth. Although forbidden and contrary to their divine mandates, this attraction grew daily, defying logic and celestial order. Among them, some resisted, aware of the grave consequences that such a deviation could bring. For others, however, the temptation proved too strong. These angels, driven by emotions hitherto unknown to them, finally crossed the threshold separating the divine from the mortal. One day, one of the Grigori, Shemahaza, rebelled against God. Shemahaza was unhappy with his role as a watchman. He believed that humans could achieve perfection without the help of angels. Shemahaza and Azazel, therefore, made the decisive and forbidden decision to abandon their position in heaven to live among humans. They descended to earth, materializing in physical form, an action that marked the beginning of their downfall. The arrival of the Grigori on earth did not go unnoticed. Their presence was like fallen stars, bright and full of unknown power. When they united with human women, the results of these unions were extraordinary. The Nephilim were born creatures of colossal stature and strength, towering over men in size and capabilities. Their appearance combined the majesty of their celestial heritage with earthly robustness, and deep and expressive eyes revealed a pearl of wisdom beyond human comprehension. The Nephilim were renowned for their impressive physique, insightful minds, and remarkable abilities. They inherited knowledge and skills from their celestial parents that they shared with humans, advancing civilizations in agriculture, astronomy, and crafts. Now, on Earth, the Grigori began to share secret knowledge with humanity. Azazel taught men weapon-making and metallurgy, while others taught sorcery, astrology, and other occult arts. While advancing human society, This knowledge also brought with it a gradual corruption of morality and natural harmony. As the fallen Grigori intermingled with humanity, heaven watched with growing concern. Angels loyal to divine laws watched in horror as their brethren transgressed celestial boundaries. These acts broke the rules established by God and upset the natural balance of creation. The tension between the faithful angels and the rebellious ones grew daily. The heavens, once a realm of harmony, were shaken by debates and conflicts. Loyal to their mission, some angels advocated compassion and forgiveness for the fallen, while others demanded justice and punishment. Meanwhile, the Nephilim, children of the Grigori and human women, grew in number and power on earth. These giants of great physical strength began to dominate the humans, imposing their will through force. Their presence further unbalanced nature, causing havoc and suffering. Human society began to change. Cities and civilizations, influenced by the Nephilim and the knowledge of the Grigori, became more technologically advanced and morally corrupt. Practices of magic and sorcery became common as humans sought to emulate the power of their celestial masters. Violence and depravity spread across the earth. The Nephilim, beings of great strength and ambition, became tyrants and leaders of wars. Their presence and actions exacerbated human corruption, driving society into chaos and disorder. Morality and innocence, which had once characterized humanity, vanished under the shadow of these giants and their heavenly parents. The archangels, beings of immeasurable power and wisdom, met in council. Knowing the extent of the earthly corruption and transgression of the Grigori, they debated the appropriate response to this unprecedented crisis. The decision was not easy, for it involved not only the fate of the rebellious Grigori but also that of humanity and the Nephilim, who had been drawn into this whirlwind of chaos. Michael, the leader of the archangels, known for his courage and justice, proposed a direct intervention. He planned to send the faithful angels to earth to stop the moral and spiritual degradation. This act would represent a judgment on the fallen Grigori and an attempt to rescue what was left of goodness in humanity. Gabriel, the celestial messenger, was charged with bringing the news to the Grigori. His arrival on earth was an event of great significance. With his commanding presence and radiant aura, Gabriel confronted the fallen vigilantes. He revealed the consequences of their actions and warned them of impending judgment. Many of the Grigori, consumed with guilt and remorse, regretted their decisions, but it was too late to reverse the damage done. Raphael, another archangel, was tasked to heal and purify what could be saved. His compassion and healing ability were vital in this time of darkness and despair. He worked tirelessly to alleviate the suffering of those who had been corrupted, both human and supernatural. Finally, the archangel Uriel, known for his knowledge and intellect, was appointed to guide the righteous and preserve knowledge and wisdom during these turbulent times. His role was crucial in keeping alive the flame of hope and truth amid desolation. Though saddened by betrayal, their hearts knew they must act to preserve the balance of the universe. Armed with swords of celestial light and shields of unimaginable strength, they summoned their legions to battle. The world seemed to stand still when the celestial armies descended to earth. The Grigori, led by Shemahaza, were ready to face the consequences of their actions. The battle ensued with a dance of power and fury, a clash between duty and forbidden love. Michael and Shemahaza fought tirelessly in a separate duel. Despite the strength and skill of the Grigori, they could not match the power of the archangels. They were defeated one after another, their rebellion crushed under the weight of heavenly justice. Finally, after a long and harrowing battle, the angels loyal to God prevailed. The rebel Grigori were defeated and captured. Their chains were not of iron or steel but of heavenly forces capable of containing their angelic power. As the situation on earth became increasingly chaotic and desperate due to the presence of the Nephilim, the need for divine intervention became apparent. The heavens, which had once been silent witnesses to earthly events, became the scene of a crucial decision. The fallen Grigori, now sincerely repentant and grieving the consequences of their actions, faced divine judgment. Their transgressions had not only altered humanity's natural course but also challenged celestial harmony. Their offspring, the Nephilim, had brought destruction and desolation to earth, consuming its resources and terrorizing its inhabitants. God punished the fallen angels and their offspring in His wisdom and justice. The Grigori were condemned to be chained in the depths of the abyss, a fate marked by isolation and eternal reflection on their faults. This punishment was both a reprimand and an opportunity to meditate on the balance between desire and duty. As for the Nephilim, their fate was sealed by their destructive nature. They were exterminated, thus eliminating their corrupting presence from the face of the earth. The extinction of the Nephilim was necessary to restore order and allow humanity to continue its natural course without the overbearing influence of these beings. This tumultuous period in the history of earth and heaven has culminated in the sending of the Great Flood. This cataclysmic event sought to eradicate the vestiges of corruption left by the Nephilim and offer humanity a new beginning. At that time, the earth was plunged into unprecedented chaos. The evil of the Nephilim and the negative influence of the Grigori had led humanity down a dark path. From the heavens, it was painfully contemplated how the original creation had been corrupted. It was then that God, aware of the gravity of the situation, decided to act to cleanse the earth. Amid this gloomy panorama, one man stood out for his goodness and justice: Noah. This man, different from others of his time, caught God's attention and favor. God communicated with Noah and shared His plan for salvation in the face of the coming disaster. He gave him detailed instructions to build an ark, a massive vessel that would serve as a refuge for him, his family, and mates of every animal species, thus ensuring the continuity of life on earth. With faith and dedication, Noah began the construction of the ark. All around him, people scoffed at him, not believing his warnings of the coming flood. But Noah, immune to the mockery, continued his work, driven by his faith and commitment to his mission. Noah, his family, and the animals took refuge when the ark was ready. Then the waters of heaven overflowed, and the subway fountains burst open, flooding the earth with a devastating deluge. The world was submerged under water for 40 days and nights, wiping out all life except that protected within the ark. As time passed, the waters began to recede. The ark finally settled on Mount Ararat. Seeing that the waters had subsided, Noah sent out a raven and then a dove to search for dry land. The dove returned with an olive branch, a sign that life was re-emerging on earth. Once the land was parched, Noah, his family, and the animals left the ark, stepping into a renewed world. The sky cleared up, and a rainbow appeared, signifying the divine promise never again to destroy the earth with a flood. Thus, Noah and his family undertook the task of repopulating and caring for a purified earth, marking a new beginning for humanity.